Round one of the scheduled 15-round IBF Junior Lightweight Championship from Tucson, Arizona. The champion, 5'5" Rocky Lockridge from Mount Laurel, New Jersey, and the much taller Johnny De La Rosa from Santo Domingo. 28-year-old champion with 8 title fights under his belt, a record of 41 victories, 5 losses, 34 knockouts along the way. For De La Rosa, a record of 32 wins and just 2 defeats.
And Tim, one of those defeats was in a tough featherweight championship fight with one report day on CBS.
It was, and we've been very impressed with this young man's career through the featherweight ranks, and obviously at 130 pounds with that height, one has to feel that he should be very comfortable and probably has improved his punching power.
Looks a lot bigger than the 130-pounder, Tim, doesn't he? Beautiful move by De La Rosa, Tim.
25-year-old Johnny De La Rosa. 28-year-old veteran champion Rocky Lockridge. Lockridge has been in some long, tough battles. Has won the majority of them.
Tim, this is the classic matchup of the boxer against the puncher. Lockridge is the puncher. De La Rosa's got the fast hands and fast feet. And you can see him moving around pretty good right now.
Lockridge won this title from Barry Michael in Windsor, England, August 9th of '87. 11th round knockout, making his first defense. Mentioned he's only lost 5 times in his career, 2 of those to the likes of Julio Cesar Chavez and Wilfredo Gomez.
And what De La Rosa was doing is using a good left hand, trying to suck Rocky Lockridge into that right uppercut that he's throwing. Doubles the jab, triples the jab, feints, and throws that uppercut.
Final seconds of round number 1, scheduled for 15.
Every day, Jack Taylor and Joe Donovan take the same road home. But today, they went a little out of their way.
Hey, what do you think? Give you a hand?
To you, Beechwood aged for that clean, crisp taste that makes Budweiser the king of beers.
This bird's
for all the guys who go out of their way.
This bird's for you.
Round number 2 scheduled for 15, the IBF Junior Lightweight Championship bout. Rocky Lockridge in red, defending his title for the first time. Johnny De La Rosa, the challenger, in gold. Pretty much of an even first round as we saw it, and down goes De La Rosa, short right hand. And they're going to count or not? No, they're calling it a slip. De La Rosa seemed to be prepared to accept that as a knockdown.
Well, Tim, I just don't think that his both knees touched the ground. He almost went, but I think he got control of himself. May have had his glove on the canvas, though, and then that would be a knockdown.
Well, it was not ruled as such, but it was definitely a good short right hand from Lockridge that buckled him. No official knockdown score.
Lockridge is a very deceiving fighter, Tim. He fights flat-footed. He gets a lot of leverage on his punches. Walks right in.
move out of there again by De La Rosa for the taller guy who's been able to make good moves on Lockridge here in the first couple of rounds. Slipping underneath wide swinging punches from the champion, except for that short right that landed.
Keeps trying to throw that right uppercut to him. If he throws it from outside a couple of times, he's going to get nailed with a left hook. Very dangerous punch. You're much better off throwing that right hand straight down the pipe. At least if you miss, you're not wide open. He overworks that right uppercut.
IBF Junior Lightweight Championship action from Tucson, Arizona. A little extra shot from De La Rosa on the break. Lockridge missing.
Lockridge moved in pretty good behind his head that time, Tim. They tell him to move in behind the jab, but he moved in behind his head. A la Gene Fullman.
And getting a warning for it right there.
Lockridge is a lot harder to hit than he looks, Tim. De La Rosa is missing a lot of those punches.
Under the 30-second mark we go in round 2. Scheduled for 15 under the IBF championship distance rules, which will be revised to 12 in the first part of September. There's a good right hand landed by the champion. Now misses with the next one as again De La Rosa escapes. End of round 2 coming up.
With an optional 4-liter monster under its hood, Jeep Comanche doesn't just stand apart. It stands alone.
Save up to $1,950 on selected Jeep vehicles during America's Winners Clearance.
Winning's easy. Give 110%, expect 110%. From yourself, everyone, everything. Speed Stick deodorant gives 110%. That's its edge. Why? It has no alcohol, and alcohol evaporates. Speed Stick protection doesn't evaporate even after 24 hours. Glides on dry in just a few strokes. That's 110% protection.
Speed Stick deodorant, the wide stick.
That's your edge.
Johnny De La Rosa, the 25-year-old challenger from Santo Domingo, fought for the Featherweight Championship of the World, WBC version, in June of 1983. Lost an exciting 12-rounder to Juan Laforte. Now up at 130 pounds and going for the IBF title held by Rocky Lockridge.
Tim De La Rosa is allowing Lockridge to walk right in, and he's trying to punch going backwards, which is very difficult to do. He's got to step in with that jab and jolt Lockridge with the jab. There was that right uppercut, and he got hit with the left hook, Tim.
Well, you've been waiting for that to happen.
And it happened.
His left jab is one of his better weapons, and obviously it'll help him with that uppercut if he's using it more.
We had mentioned that De La Rosa, there's a good right hand by Lockridge. We had mentioned that he should be very strong on 130 pounds, Tim, but he looks like he's being outstrengthed by Rocky Lockridge to me.
This is round 3, scheduled for 15.
There's that Gene Fullman attack again by Lockridge. Left, head, right. Triple combination.
Well, he's had one warning from the referee back in round 2. But using his head inside. But with that height disadvantage, it's in Lockridge's interest to get in close against De La Rosa, so he'll do what he has to get there.
You know, and sometimes the referee will come in there and warn the shorter guy for using his head. I don't know where they expect the short guy to put his head. If it's underneath the tall guy's chin, there's nothing he can do about it unless we decapitate him. That head's always going to be under De La Rosa's chin.
Lockridge smothering De La Rosa when he gets in close, tying him up after he scores to the body.
De La Rosa's mouth is wide open, Tim, and it's only the third round. There's that head again.
Lockridge bangs to the body with a good left hook.
Just seems so much stronger than De La Rosa.
Lockridge, the champion, never gives an opponent any rest. As soon as they break, he's ready to start punching again, cutting off the ring constantly. Mauling De La Rosa here along the ropes.
De La Rosa usually has good lateral movement, but thus far it hasn't been effective. He keeps throwing that right uppercut, Tim. I don't know. There it is again. I don't know why. There's another good left hook by Lockridge.
Coming to the end of round 3, down goes Lockridge. Lockridge, the champion, stunned, will have to go down for the 8 count. Still looks a little wobbly.
Just made it up.
Remember, Lockridge dropped in the final seconds of the 3rd round, and De La Rosa trying to get pressure on him immediately. But Lockridge punching hard to the body.
Tim, the way Lockridge went down, it didn't look like it was much of a punch, and he got right up, and then he went back down on one knee again. That reminds me of a fight between Jerry Quarry and George Chuvalo. He got up right at the count of 2, decided he was going to take an 8, and went back down on his knee and took 10. And Rocky Lockridge almost did the same thing. He just made it up before he was counted out.
Well, apparently he has recovered nicely because he's been pounding De La Rosa to the body here early in round 4. Scheduled for 15, the IBF junior lightweight title at stake. The champion Lockridge in red. Good right hand by De La Rosa. There's the uppercut, finally lands one.
Tim, up until the knockdown, and it was a flash knockdown, it seemed to me that Lockridge was having everything his own way. He was much stronger than De La Rosa, but this has certainly given De La Rosa a lot of confidence.
No doubt about it. During round 3, Lockridge had the best of the action. But the knockdown may well have given De La Rosa a 2-point round. De La Rosa pounding Lockridge now into the ropes. Toe-to-toe they go.
And De La Rosa is very clever inside, Tim. You see him pushing Rocky Lockridge's head down. That's the center of balance. Once that head goes down, you can't throw any more punches.
Well, Lockridge came out, dominated the early part of this round. De La Rosa just had a solid flurry against the ropes. Each fighter trying to get the dominance going here. Lockridge talking to De La Rosa now inside.
Well, this is the kind of fight that Rocky Lockridge likes. De La Rosa is now fighting Lockridge's fight, and he got nailed with a good right hand.
Crowd here at Tucson enjoying the action. It's been a punch-packed 4th round as we go under the 30-second mark. De La Rosa and Lockridge for the IBF Junior Lightweight Championship at 130 pounds. Lockridge with a right hand that lands. Coming to the end of round number 4. We're back live on CBS Sports Saturday at the National Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica, where Simon Brown, the hometown hero, has scored an impressive 3-round knockout of challenger Jorge Vaca, defending his IBF welterweight championship. Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy here bringing that one. Starting out with the same kind of pressure he's exerted throughout this bout. De La Rosa on the ropes, Lockridge right in front of him, simply out-punching the challenger. 25-year-old Johnny De La Rosa from Santo Domingo, Rocky Lockridge, the 28-year-old champion from Mount Laurel, New Jersey.
You know, Tim, if I was in De La Rosa's corner, I'd tell him you're going to have to start using that lateral movement in those legs and start snapping that left jab. He's standing flat-footed and trying to out-punch Rocky Lockridge, which he cannot do.
There's a good left hand landed by Lockridge. Now De La Rosa pinned in the corner. tries to punch his way out of there, but as you say, Gil, he just can't out-punch the puncher.
Doesn't have the firepower. What he has to do is use his smarts.
Lockridge staying busy. That's his style.
Tim,
Wears you down.
those body punches of Lockridge, they have to take a toll on De La Rosa. The longer the fight goes, the worse it should be for De La Rosa, because he's being banged to the body pretty good by Rocky Lockridge. I know the guys in De La Rosa's corner have to be yelling at him. Get off the ropes. Get out of there. But he just stands flat-footed.
Short punches inside by the champion. De La Rosa willing to peg with him, but it's 4 punches to 1 for Lockridge.
And with much
There's
more
a good
power.
right hand. Yeah, you're right, although the challenger did land a good short right, but he's unable to move Lockridge. De La Rosa trying to get himself back into this. He's much better when he's got some punching range.
I'm sure that's what Lou Duver is telling Rocky Lockridge in the corner. Don't give him any room. You know, it becomes a chess match. One guy has to make the other guy fight his fight, and right now it's Lockridge making De La Rosa fight his fight.
Short chopping right again by Lockridge, and another left to the body behind it. Under 30 seconds we go in round 7.
Boy, what a tough guy that Rocky Lockridge is.
Coming to the end of round 7, it's been a carbon copy of the previous 6, with the exception of that late knockdown in the 3rd by De La Rosa.
Well, you know the bad news.
Charlie Carlson looks cool under pressure. But just because his shirt is dry doesn't mean he smells good. Because underarm odor is invisible, he needs Sure Solid. Sure helps protect against wetness and odor. So, Charlie, why go to work with a dry shirt and a false sense of security? Tomorrow, use Sure Solid and be just as sure about odor as you are about wetness.
I hear we have a new vice president.
Thanks.
Mom, where's my other red sock? Look, Daddy.
Oh, it's just a little stomach thing.
Mom!
I'm late.
I have to wear red socks or I'll look like a nerd.
I knew it. You're sick.
I forgot how bad diarrhea feels.
Don't worry. All you need is this.
Here it comes. The soothing relief of Pepto-Bismol. The one that coats is the only one you need.
Feeling better?
A-okay.
Great. Now, if I could only find Susie's red sock.
Did you look in the laundry?
Round number 8, you're looking at the challenger, Johnny De La Rosa, showing a little fatigue on his face. He has been pounded relentlessly by the champion, Rocky Lockridge. The champion in red, defending his IBF 130-pound crown for the first time. The experience of Lockridge and the persevering style have him way ahead on our scorecards going into this 8th round, scheduled for 15.
De La Rosa finally has a little punching room, Tim. Landed a couple of good snappy jabs and a good straight right hand. Lockridge just seems to be stumbling after him, but he keeps coming after him all the time.
Taking a point away, I believe, from De La Rosa. The referee definitely warning him and appeared to be signaling the judges for grabbing Lockridge and pulling him around. That would be unusual to take a point without a warning there, Gil.
Seems that way to me, too, and it was when De La Rosa was at his best, too, Tim.
Yes, indeed.
De La Rosa just can't sustain it, though, Tim. He had a good 20 seconds. Now he's back standing flat-footed again.
And the champion Lockridge just keeps on keeping on. That's all he does. He just walks in there, fires away, and he'll land most of them. Hit something.
That keep on keeping on, is that like it's not over till it's over, Tim? I mean, you just make that up or what?
No, that's an expression that Lockridge would understand. A
thought maybe he'd become famous the way Yogi Berra became famous, you know. Keep on keeping on. I like that.
Persistence.
Lou Duval would say that in the corner. Just keep on keeping on, Rocky.
He just landed a good right hand. And another one. A big one there.
Just landed a pretty good headbutt, too.
De La Rosa has some distance, he'll land that combination. But as you said, Gil, he doesn't follow it up. He doesn't stay with it. Lockridge doesn't help him stay with it. A little show of bravado here by De La Rosa. I think all he's doing is getting a little rest. You can't discourage Rocky Lockridge or change his fight plan.
It'd be okay for De La Rosa to do that, Tim, if he was dominating and winning. But there's no sense in clowning when you're losing. And I think he's losing the fight, in my opinion.
Coming to the end of round number 8. Champion in control of the fight.
You know, there are a lot of places where you can look for an auto part. But here's where you'll find it. Napa has parts for imports and other hard-to-find parts. So come to Napa first. We've got your part.
Americans buy lots of imported cars. Isn't it nice to know that Napa has the parts right here when you need them? Don't miss the boat on parts for imports. Come to Napa.
What's that? He's got our flashlights. Over there.
Good, Monkey. But I said Bud Light.
If you want the one light that outshines them all, ask for Bud Light. Because everything else is just a light.
So hard to get good help.
It's a grueling 21-day odyssey. It's the world's most spectacular bicycle race, the Tour de France, tomorrow on CBS Sports Sunday.
That's it? That's all? You gotta be kidding.
You're done. Sure? If you thought dental cleanings were easy with Tartar Control Crest,
Can't believe it.
they just got easier. Well, that was fast. Introducing new and improved Tartar Control Crest.
You're all done? No.
The new tartar fighting formula can actually help stop tartar before it starts. Piece of cake. Tartar Control Crest, the dentist's choice, is now harder on tartar and easier on you. Thank you very much.
Introducing a light potato chip with a country fresh flavor. New Pringles Light Ranch. And guess what it's missing? A lot of the fat in their regular potato chips. But you'll never miss it. And it's missing a lot of their salt. But you won't miss it.
New Pringles Light Ranch. Made with sour cream, buttermilk, and herbs for so much country fresh flavor.
You'll never miss what's missing.
The action underway in round number 9 from Tucson, Arizona. Rocky Lockridge, the champion, defending his 130-pound crown against Johnny De La Rosa from Santo Domingo in gold. Tim Ryan and Joe Clancy here on CBS Sports Saturday, watching the very persistent and consistent work of the champion Rocky Lockridge. We have him comfortably ahead into round number 9, scheduled for 15.
A lot of times in these 15-round fights, all of a sudden, one guy will get a second wind and the other guy will get a little tired, so there could be a turnaround. But up to right now, it's Rocky Lockridge with all of his strength. He just keeps backing up De La Rosa until he finds a corner or finds the ropes, and then he goes to work on him. Let's see, he's going to back him right up against the ropes again. Same place. De La Rosa should start having rope burns on his back by now, Tim. He spent so much time with his back against the ropes. Taking breaths now. He's getting tired. De La Rosa's starting to wear down. Tim, anytime you see Rocky Lockridge look at the floor, the best thing to do is put your left hand up because you know that looping right hand is coming. Doesn't look where he throws it, but he does manage to land it. Rosa throws quick punches, Tim, but they don't seem to have anything on them at all. They're just arm punches.
Now he's got himself some punching distance. Well, he had it momentarily, but didn't do anything with it.
I don't think that head of Rocky Lockridge isn't bothering De La Rosa. That's tough to have that head under your chin all night.
De La Rosa did land a good combination from some range, and then he's immediately bowled into the ropes by Lockridge. Coming to the end of round number 9.
When you ride the red line, you need superior protection. Introducing new world-class Haviland Superior Grade. When you rev high and run hot, or when you crawl inch by inch, you need performance-proven Haviland Superior Grade. It keeps your engine cleaner and delivers superior heat stress protection. New Haviland Superior Grade. Cool under fire.
Hi there. You looking for Mr. Wright?
Give this guy a light. And Bud Light here.
Ask for Bud Light, the light beer with the first name and taste. Because everything else is just a light.
Thanks. Keep the change.
Fancy perfumey aftershave. It's got to be a quarterback's locker. Real guys who get mud on their uniforms use rugged, honest stuff. Ice Blue Aqua Velva.
There's something about today's Aqua Velva, man.
So you still think linemen are dumb?
Hey, I have to get ready for the party, too, you know.
I don't know if I'm going.
Is something wrong?
Kind of sick.
Diarrhea?
Mm-hmm.
I know what you need. It's in the medicine cabinet.
Pepto.
Here it comes. The soothing relief of Pepto-Bismol. The one that coats is the only one you need.
Feeling better?
Let's party.
Fuss with shampoo and conditioner? Who needs it? I want to wash my hair and go. And now I can with Pert Plus. Complete shampoo plus complete conditioner in one bottle. Pert Plus leaves my hair clean, conditioned, and looking terrific. Before to get results this good, I use shampoo and conditioner. No more. Now, with Pert Plus, I just wash and go.
Pert Plus, shampoo plus complete conditioner in one.
Round number 10 from Tucson, Arizona, Rocky Lockridge defending his IBF junior lightweight crown against Johnny De La Rosa, and he greets the challenger with a stiff left jab to start this 10th round. Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy watching the action, scheduled for 15. We have the champion comfortably ahead despite a third round flash knockdown scored by De La Rosa.
Lockridge is now using a good stiff left jab, Tim. Moved his head back twice, 2 good stiff left jabs. Just too strong for De La Rosa. De La Rosa can't move him with his punches, and Lockridge just keeps bullying him and banging him. De La Rosa's mouth is wide open, and his mouthpiece looks like it's going to come out of his mouth in any second. You know, Tim, you can watch a fighter when a referee breaks him and his hands don't come up right away. That's one indication that he's getting very tired, and that's what's happening to Johnny De La Rosa now.
He just took a pretty good right hand from the champion, who just walks De La Rosa back into the ropes again.
One thing about Rocky Lockridge, he's always in great condition, and it usually pays off.
pressure he puts on you. No chance to rest. Not allowing De La Rosa to get the punching range he needs.
Banging away to that body, too, Tim. That takes it all out of you.
The left hook backed up De La Rosa. Lockridge just consistently punches, firing, a damaging left hook. Looks like he has De La Rosa in some trouble here.
He's in trouble, Tim.
Right hand, his hands are down. A right hand landed. De La Rosa trying to get his feet under himself. And a right hand lead scores.
And in De La Rosa's corner, they're yelling, keep your hands up. Oh, is he out now,
A big
Tim?
left and a
It's
right
over,
from
Tim.
Lockridge. Down goes De La Rosa.
I'd be very surprised if they let him continue.
Lockridge about to take his mouthpiece out. He thinks it's over. And they have stopped it. It's all over. Rocky Lockridge with a 10th round stoppage, and he finally gets a rest. Self-imposed. Goes to the canvas. Lockridge has defended his IBF junior lightweight crown with a 10th round knockout of Johnny De La Rosa. We're back live in Kingston, Jamaica. Some of the undercards still going on behind us here. And Gil, another workmanlike jog by Rocky Lockridge in his title defense against Johnny De La Rosa. Tony Lopez, not so well known except in one town out there in California for sure, Sacramento, where he's been the talk, not just really of the state of California, but the entire West Coast.
Well, Tim, you know, there's going to be a sellout next week, 10, 11,000 people. You can't fool all those people, Tim. They think this kid can fight. They're excited about him. They're going to go see him try to win that title from Lockridge.
Well, by all accounts, Tony's style should match up in an exciting fashion against Rocky Lockridge. You saw the way Lockridge fights if you hadn't seen him before, and he's been on national television many times, but it should be quite a battle in Sacramento. Well, now coming up here on CBS Sports Saturday, we're going to bring you a special look at two of baseball's all-time greatest, Willie Mays and Mickey Mantle. You'll hear from them in their own words when we come back after a word from your local stations and this commercial message.